Now that everyone's hopefully had a good 4th of July, it is now time to talk about Minilad. Hello everyone, TJV here, and today I'm going to be talking about Minilad again, and yes, I know I'm talking about Minilad again. There are many people that are not going to like me talking about Minilad. They think I'm milking it. Some people even go out of their way to defend Minilad because they don't like me making videos. And then there's just some fans of his that will defend him and think that he did absolutely nothing wrong. You guys can judge on who you think this person is, but the Don FC says, once again, you call someone a you-know-what, which in America, I thought it was innocent until proven guilty, so you were basically slandering him. Nice job. Yes, I am slandering Minilad, calling him a you-know-what because he diddled around with some minors, because he admitted to it.
Well, that would be kind of worthless because I know a ton of 14-year-old girls that could kick his ass.
You know a ton of 14-year-old girls?
Again, I get a lot of weak comments coming after me, or weak comments trying to defend Minilad, but by far, this is the dumbest one I've gotten. Minilad admitted to this. Minilad did send and receive inappropriate photos from minors. This is true. Now that you know who we're talking about and what he's done that's so bad about me making videos about him all the time, let's continue with the video.
I think it was my facade video that's coming out on Tuesday?
First, it's his upload schedule, so this is just more showing that he's very inconsistent with his schedule. With the very limited amount of fans he still has nowadays, he can't keep a consistent schedule. Don't get me wrong, I can't either, but I don't make promises that I'm uploading a video on Tuesday like he does here. Which, today's Thursday, and he never uploaded that video. So, yeah, his arm injury must be very severe because he can't upload videos even. Anyways, let's get into what the arm injury is.
Cameron Inova. Okay. So, let's talk, because as you can tell...
So, his arm is in a sling. It's not in a cast, and you will find out pretty soon that he has not gone to see a doctor about this. He probably has by now, but when he was doing this stream telling his viewers all about it, he has not been to the doctors at this point.
Here's what happened, because to be honest, I still kinda don't know.
He also kinda didn't know what it was, which, why are you making a stream saying that you're injured if you don't know what the injury is fully? Second, you haven't checked yourself into a doctor or anything like that. And 3, you don't know if it's going to be more severe. Even if you're doing an hour-long stream, go get yourself checked out right away. If you don't know Minilad that well, you know that he doesn't really like taking care of himself, but he likes hounding other people to take care of themselves. It's kind of hypocritical. I have a thumb injury here that I had, but I'm not making no video or live stream trying to milk it for views saying, guys, I'm injured, come tune into the stream. And that's kind of like what his stream was. It was even titled like he was injured, like an arm injury or whatever, and the thumbnail is him in a sling, so like people probably thought he was actually hurt, but in actuality it's not that serious, and he probably is going to make it seem worse than what it actually is. Again, why? Content, attention, and views.
I don't even know if it happened at the gym. I don't, you know, as you get older, sometimes, and if you are someone who is older, you understand this, sometimes you wake up and your body goes, nah, not today. Not today.
So if you have an actual injury, you shouldn't be treating it like, oh yeah, my body just said, nah, not today. It's not that chill at all. If you have an actual injury, go get yourself checked out. It's not funny to joke about your body and potential harm when you can go and fix whatever the hell the problem is, or figure out at least what the problem is. To Minilad, his body just didn't want to work because he's older. And let me look up, how old is he? He is 28 years old. Why is he saying he's old? If he is this old and he's waking up with injuries, then he must have done a lot of bad stuff in his early 20s and late teens to making his body be like, you know what, I just don't want to work anymore.
You put your arm up, you sleep on your arm, and then you hang on, I'm like this, and then you have a pillow between your legs, and it's that. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the f—
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk much about it. The meme that I threw in there is pretty much my reaction to it. Keep in mind, there's still minors watching him, and he likes to make poses like this.
Because you're gonna see what I'm about to do and be like, he's faking it! Watch. This is no problem. It doesn't hurt, everything is fine, no problem at all. I think there's just one tiny tendon that's inflamed, because if I reach like this, like for like a mouse or something like that, It basically feels like someone's like not just stabbing me with a knife, but like stabbing and twisting. It's an awful feeling.
I don't really care what Minilad does with his own health usually, but if there are a lot of kids, teenagers, or minors in general watching his streams and videos, which there is, by the way, I am really concerned on why he's not like advertising, hey, take care of your health and go get yourself checked out if something happens. But you'll end up seeing here that he actually ends up crapping on the American health system.
So this admittedly is a bit extreme, but it is precautionary because it was bearable the first few days. And then without wearing this, it just kept getting worse to the point where I was nearly in tears yesterday.
Okay, he was almost in tears yesterday. That is a good message to spread to your audience, that even though you're in pain to the point where you're crying about it, wait another day and make a live stream the next day and tell your audience what is going on with you before you end up going to the hospital. Yeah, not a good influence, Minilad is.
Have I gone to the doctor? No, because the American healthcare system. Okay, foreigners in chat, listen up, because I am one of you.
Okay, so multiple things to bring up here, which this part might piss off a lot of people who are American in this, or even people that aren't American in this, and understand how the American health system works. But first, I want to point out, he claims he's a foreigner with all the other foreigners watching him. So, he's not American, even though he's living in America. Second, he was about to say the American health system is like bad or it's too pricey. Whatever he was about to say there, he ends up elaborating on later. But the American health system isn't that bad. And I'm not just talking about where I live. There is clinics, urgent cares, hospitals, medical centers, literally everywhere. In every major city, in small towns, in smaller cities, in large towns. And it ain't like all the doctors and nurses here are bad. It isn't like we only require them to go to college for 2 years. No, you still need to go 8 years of college here in the United States in order to be a doctor. Now, does that make every doctor an amazing doctor? No, but still, they know what they're doing, and they know what's best for your body. That's why you go to check yourself out if there is something wrong with your body. But let's see what Minilad thinks of the American health system.
Whenever you think of the American healthcare system and you hear of all the stories about how people are like, oh, I had a heart attack, but, you know, sadly, my whatever just died out in my house because I couldn't afford to get an ambulance. Because, chat, an ambulance is like thousands of dollars for a trip.
God, this guy is such an idiot. That is why we have health insurance. Granted, yes, everyone's on the debate about universal health care and all this other stuff, but this is why you have health insurance. They help pay for all those expenses, including the ambulance. You don't have to pay this out of pocket. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for an ambulance to show up and pick up someone that's about to die. Whatever story he heard of someone who was suffering from a heart attack and the person that they knew had to pass away because they couldn't pay for an ambulance, if you call 911 because of an emergency, they will come pick up that person. And yes, you might be billed with that. Even if you don't have health insurance, you will be billed with all those expenses. But it should be worth it because you don't want to see the ones you love die. But again, if you have even okay health insurance, they will pay for that sort of thing. And does Minilad have no health insurance living here in the United States? Maybe that's why he hasn't gone to check out his arm, because he needs to save a little bit of money, make a quick stream, get some donations in order to pay for his trip to go to get his arm checked out.
So, if you are a regular person who maybe has a few $1,000s, if even, to spend a month on anything other than rent, and that's on the good end, you know what I mean? Say, for example, that's even the case. All of a sudden, you're now in debt. It costs around $2,000 for a car journey.
I know friends of mine who had to be transferred in an ambulance, and they had health insurance, and they didn't have to pay thousands of dollars. They just have to end up paying the insurance company a lot cheaper of a price than having to pay for all those medical bills. This is why you have health insurance. I don't know why I'm defending insurance companies, because I shouldn't, because of how outrageous the prices are. That's more of a thing to argue on how expensive it is for healthcare insurance. That is something to complain about, not the ambulance. The ambulance is paid for. What are you talking about, Minnie? You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for an ambulance just to show up at your house. They don't show up at your house and be like, here, swipe your card here or we ain't gonna help you. No, they're going to help you first and you will be billed later. So stupid.
Can we do a community night stream one day? I kind of wanted to do like a movie night, but not on stream.
Okay, this was a little alarming to me. So he wants to do a movie night, but not on stream. He'll explain why he doesn't want to do it on stream. It's because somebody gave him a copyright strike. Yes, Mini Lad got a copyright strike. That's crazy, I know. But he ends up saying that he does want to do like a movie night, but not on stream. Because he only uploads and live streams to YouTube. And I don't think he's meaning like he's going to hop over to a third-party website and do it. I think what he means is that he's going to hop over to Discord and do it with a bunch of fans. And if he's going to have a movie night or a fun night hanging out with a bunch of his fans in Discord, yeah, doesn't this sound like 2016, 2017, where he was kind of hanging out with mods a little too much of his own, like Hallie and Ash, and things kind of went the wrong way? Yeah, the fact that he doesn't want to do it on stream just makes it so nobody can watch what he does and monitor what he does, which again is super alarming, and why platforms like Discord and YouTube should be looking into people like this to make sure that these creeps end up getting off their platform.
Because the last one, I have a official YouTube community strike because of the last one. Neil Breen saw us watching one of his videos and went, nah, and just chopped the whole thing down. If you type in Neil Breen Fateful Findings full movie, you can watch the full thing on YouTube. It's the first search result. But then he comes to me and goes, a streamer is watching him for free? Fucking disgusting. And then it's go.
So he got a community strike or whatever. He got a copyright strike or whatever. Anyways, that's the video. Hopefully you guys all enjoy, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.